Well, greetings Ontario dealers, Honda, Indy, Toronto enjoyers, and yeah, I had lunch. I missed out on most of the Radical Cup of Canada first race, but it's basically just an appetizer for the main course. Yeah, like, I was able to catch up on some of it, but not all of it. So far, things are actually looking exciting here. Like, the racing is close and intense. Believe me. You don't get racing like this on two wheels, and ironically enough, the Radical SR3s use engines from a vehicle that has two wheels. Yeah, they use the Suzuki Hayabusa motor. That is the engine from the Suzuki GSX 1300RR, if I remember correctly. Yeah, I don't have much knowledge on sport bikes, but I do know that the Radicals use those engines. And yeah, when I first heard them while I was having lunch, I thought it was a superbike race, but no, it's the Otaku Cup. Yeah, unfortunately, the Sports Car Championship of Canada had to hit the brakes on the 2025 season, but we still got the Radicals. Yeah. And the race has a caution. It has a really long caution. So long, in fact, that it completely ruined the end of the race. Yeah, like, as you can see, there was a caution in the race. Like, the racing was good until that happened. Sucks, doesn't it? That a race in the Radical Cup of Canada have a really long caution. Not like the short caution in the main race, which I would get to. I just wish that the IndyCar Series would have a green-white checker rule similar to NASCAR, so that they would actually give winners a chance to win here. Yeah, as you can see, there was an incident on that turn, and there's definitely contact. Yeah, you rarely ever see contact in the Emzone Radical Cup of Canada. And in my opinion, the racing is actually pretty good. Like, it's a one-big series that has racing that even someone like Sid Chang and Lin Lau Jr. could enter. Because I believe that those kids, if they exist in real life, would definitely drive one of these cars. Yeah, sorry. My phone and Discord notification just went off while I record the sound for this video. Unfortunately, the Emzone Radical Cup of Canada first race gets, well, I'm not going to rate it just yet, but it would have gotten a higher rating had it not been for that really long and drawn out caution that happened in the race itself. It was a full course yellow. Yeah, a full course yellow. In a freaking one-make racing series, nonetheless.
Well, yeah, we talked about how the lap record was shattered in qualifying yesterday.
Things get intense.
Quicker than that today, flying about half a second as a matter of fact.
Yeah, so the race is still under yellow. Like I said, really long caution. Yeah, the caution cleanup for the caution was so long that they had to end the race. The timer had already run out. Yeah, so fortunately, I've got not much else to say here, but the racing was good though until that happened. But experiencing the Raffle Cup in Canada the first time myself was actually I'd love to see this. I'd love to see more races in this series. Yeah, sure, I don't get to catch up on both USF Pro 2000 Championships races. But at least I got the Radical Cups. Both, I was trying to wait for a driver to come out to have autographs signed, but it was before I knew that they're more willing to do it after the race. Wasn't much interested in watching USF Pro 2000 Championships. So anyways, since I had to choose 3 races and 3 races only. And this is one of them. So yeah, the first race in the Radical Cup of Canada, the Emzone Radical Cup of Canada to be more precise, gets a 7 out of 10. A really long caution that ruined a good race. Hopefully the second race will be better as I was able to. But before we get to the second race, here is what actually caused the extended caution. And you're not going to believe this. It's an issue with one of the drivers. And yeah, some people are already leaving because of the race ending under a really long caution. I don't blame you guys.
Yeah, you can tell the drivers have been told this weekend that next year there's a huge prize fund, $100,000 prize fund here at the Emzone Radical Cup Canada presented by Michelin, the largest prize fund in any Radical Cup series in the world. And so they were told that this weekend, and they're just going out to prove that they want to be the ones to win the big money at every stop of the schedule next year. And the 40 of the 77 created an issue just trying to see the back end of that car, and it looks to be skewed over just a little bit, so potentially some suspension issues for Mayor Deanna Reed, and maybe driveline issues too as he shuts it down on the Lakeshore straightaway. And out of the race lead, it looks like we might even see the checker flag the next time they had passed. Yeah, there's the white flag being shown to the field in the corner, so the checker will come out. And Kate Goodrich will be your race winner.
How often do we see races that have a late caution and it is just a formality to cruise around and get back to the start-finish line to accept the checkers? The rules, though, are that you must maintain speed during that caution period, and if you stop, the field will go around you, and that, remarkably, is what has happened to Mayor Deanna Reed. And as you said, Kate Goodrich is going to get a gift this afternoon.
I was able to catch up on the Radical Cup in Canada. Anyways, greetings everyone. This is the Radical Cup of Canada. Yeah, so far it's a good race.
Further down, Robert Burgess and Jonathan Woolridge engaged in a battle we talked about a few moments ago. It was Jonathan Woolridge who was ahead, but Robert Burgess won the podium finishers yesterday. In fact, he was runner-up yesterday in race number 1.
It's got the name of that mermaid.
Jumped ahead of Jonathan Woolridge.
Splash.
Battison. And has a little bit of a gap of about a second or two ahead of Jonathan Woolridge.
Some interesting stories to watch throughout the field.
Yeah. As you can see, it's basically toy LMPs with Yeah, what I've been able to see is actually going pretty good so far.
Making a move in the late race stages.
Yeah, I wasn't able to see the USF 2000, Pro 2000 championships, but I was able to catch up on this. Oh no! Seems like there's going to be a caution here. Yeah, the race is 40 minutes, by the way, so I have lots of time. Excuse me. So far, so good. Oh, by the way, it seems that one driver's out of the race. Yeah, I have missed out on that, but I've still been able to see the race. And the Miata Cup of Canada is coming up next after this one.
Just a little bit, maybe catch his breath, maybe cool off those Michelin tires, and now he's going to mount a challenge.
The durability of the tires is fine, they will last, but you don't want to overuse or abuse them throughout. So the other part
Look who's here. Look who's sorry about that. Just overly excited. And you're gonna see why. Holy crapper, there's a three-way battle in this race.
And that 7th car of Tyson Valbosa, all three over.
Yeah, so far, things are gonna get heated.
And what will be the final podium position in class?
Yeah, so this could go down to the wire. As we've got under 15 minutes left to race here in the Emzone Radical
What's going on? Yeah, in my opinion, this is better than the first race of the Radical Cup Canada. Oh man, it's gonna get exciting. You ain't got action like this in a bicycle race.
Third in class, and also the positions.
There's a battle for the lead.
That one is going to come down to the
What's
wire as well. 1 second, this difference.
Yeah, unlike IndyCar, I don't know much about the drivers here.
Play a little defense. What he was doing yesterday.
But what I do know is, yeah, decided to shut the door on him.
Exactly how this is going to play out as we get into the final throws. Now, 5 minutes left to go in that 20-minute time race.
Mayor Dion Reed marked the Radical Cup Canada this weekend as a special off weekend. He's been racing over.
This is much better than the USF 2000's championships because I think the USF 2000 has, yeah, like the USF 2000 championships had I mean, well, let's say winner win both races. So it was a bit out much.
They are head-to-head battle today in round number 2 here on the streets of minutes remaining. Randy Clavel is in hot pursuit of Mayor Dion Reed and hoping to see
4 minutes remaining. Next up is the Miata Cup.
69 for Randy Clavel compared to the 117 for
crapper. Things are getting exciting.
The last time they crossed the straight line. Looking at this battle for the final podium spot in the Masters class as well. John Painter moves down second. Steve was compared to those of Brady Clapp.
Charge is on. Brady Clapp with the closing laps has kept the gap down to under half a second with about 3 minutes remaining here in the Radical Cup Canada. Race number 2 is part of the activity. Stages of minutes in yesterday's round. Weekend and
between the 40 and the 77 as they continue around this course.
Battle is up front and still a battle as well between Francesco Esposito and Tyson Balboa, although slightly more pronounced. Francesco Esposito with 6 tenths of the lead.
Oh my good golly!
Brady Clapp takes the overall lead, followed by Mayor Tiana Reed, and leading for Francesco.
Yeah!
Just second race for Brady Clapham. Head down, focused, chipping away to the 3 tenths of lap initially, and bigger chunks coming up later. One closing lap to score victory over that 40 car, Mayor Gaylor Reed.
In the Masters class, the winner is the 19 of Chris Stiles.
Chris Stiles in the Masters.
Painter and Center going in with Steven was stupid to come through, and there they too click off their laps. And boy, a 1/10 of a second between O'Hayan and John Painter at the stripe. That's the difference between second place on the podium of the Masters class. But once again, no shortage of excitement for the Radical
definitely.
Cup presented by
Second race of the Radical Cup gets a 9 out of 10. It was a great race, and it did end under a caution like, well, the first race. So yeah, I'm glad I stayed to watch this race. And that does it for now, as I'm heading over to the Miata Cup. Catch you guys next time. Peace out.